Hi, my name is Babette. Welcome to Lesson 10 of Book 2 of Babette's Quick Start Guide to Theory for Fiddlers. This lesson is titled Thirds, and we have a few little review items before we start. I think you know these. We know that every note in the scale can be assigned a number, and we know that the major scale pattern is whole step, half step, whole step, half step. And we also know that 2 half steps equal a whole step. Now let's begin the lesson. There are 2 kinds of thirds. There are major thirds and there are minor thirds. And to play either a major third or a minor third, you play one note, skip the next note, and then play the following note. Now here's an example in the key of G. We're going to play G, which is 1. We're going to skip A, which is 2, and then we're going to play B, which is 3. Now the major scale finger pattern from 1 to 3 is whole step, whole step. So there's 2 whole steps. And 2 whole steps equals 4 half steps. 4 half steps make a major third. The half steps between G and B are G to G sharp or A flat, G sharp or A flat to A to B flat, and B flat to B. Now, still playing in the key of G, let's do another one. And in this case, we're going to play from A to C. So we're going to play A, skip B, and play C. And in this case, we know that there's a whole step between A and B, but only a half step between B and C. Therefore, there are 3 half steps between A and C. And 3 half steps make a minor third. Let's take a look at those 3 half steps. It's A to B flat to B, and B to C. And there are both major thirds and minor thirds in a major scale. So now let's take a look at that. Okay, now we're looking at a table of the 2-octave G major scale, and it's showing the notes, the finger positions, and the whole steps and half steps. Also on this page, we're looking at each note in the scale as being a starting note for a third, and showing the total number of half steps and whether this is a major or a minor third. For example, let's go to number 4, from C to E. We can see that that's 4 half steps and it's a major third. 5 is also a major third. This is really important to know because if you look at this list, 1, 4, and 5 are the major thirds. And remember how 1, 4, and 5 are the most important notes in the scale. Okay, now let's begin the worksheet on thirds. Question 1, what are the 2 kinds of thirds? The 2 kinds of thirds are major thirds and minor thirds. Question 2, how many half steps are in a major third? There are 4 half steps in a major third. Question 3, how many half steps are in a minor third? There are 3 half steps in a minor third. Question 4, wants you to complete the chart, and this chart is in the key of A. So here are the intervals. Number 1, A goes to C sharp, 2 whole steps, no half steps. That totals 4 half steps, makes it a major third. Number 2, B to D, 1 whole step and 1 half step, totals 3 half steps, making it a minor third. Number 3, C sharp to E, 1 whole step, 1 half step, equals 3 half steps, minor third. Number 4, D to F sharp, 2 whole steps, 0 half steps, equals 4 half steps, major third. 5, E to G sharp, 2 whole steps, 0 half steps, equals 4 half steps, major third. 6, F sharp to A, 1 whole step, 1 half step, equals 3 half steps, minor third. 7, G sharp to B, 1 whole step, 1 half step, equals 3 half steps, a minor third. And back to 1, A to C sharp, 2 whole steps, 2 half steps, equals 4 half steps, a major third. On this question, it said to refer to the A major scale chart in the appendix to assist you. In the hard copy of my book, there is an appendix section that has many scale charts. And if you're interested in purchasing a hard copy, just please go to my website. Okay, and the last question is number 5. Are the third intervals the same in the key of A major as they are in the key of G major? And that answer is yes. Thank you for following along with me on Lesson 10. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next time. Bye-bye.